what are porins? What role do they play in diffusion? So every cell is surrounded by a lipid bilayer. So this is the lipid bilayer, that is the plasma membrane. So every cell is surrounded by the plasma membrane. And we know that plasma membrane is selectively permeable in nature. That means it allows only certain substances to enter inside the cell or to leave. So this nature we call it as selectively permeable membrane. But a cell requires most of the substances. So if the substance has to be transported, an alternative method should be required. And for this, the plasma membrane has got membrane proteins. So these are membrane proteins present on the membrane. They facilitate transport of substances into and out of the cell. So under that, there are certain membrane which contains pores on them, and these are the pores. So these pores on the membrane proteins that facilitate transportation of small size proteins are called porins. So porins are nothing but pores on the membrane which helps to transport the substances in and out of the cell. Now since many substances cannot pass through the lipid bilayer, through the pore they can enter into the cell or they can leave out of the cell. And for such a transportation, energy is not required. So we call this as passive transportation. So small size proteins can be transported passively using porins, which is present on the plasma membrane.